I thought the guy with the button-up shirt was
Riju! Hey! Wait. I saw a yellow car go by. Oh!
Oh my god. And he goes, oh, the auto.
Oh, okay. I thought that was
Government rules is adhered, but like, so I followed them, like, go. So the guy was like, okay, fine, cancel. I think cancel. Then yeah, before.
It has been a fat minute since I've done a video voiceover. It's been a really long time, so I might be very rusty. Bear with me. Currently, I'm rereading A Little Life. So cool. And it concerns me that I haven't shed even one tear this whole time while reading it. You look like a dad! And if you've just simply heard of the story or the book, or read it, in fact, you would know that friendship and friends are a huge part of this little story. And as I enter my 20s, I have realized that... Yeah, let's go.
Shinshan. With his eyes closed, it looks so cute.
Why is this so ugly?
That's why.
My friends are one of the biggest factors in my life. Yes, family comes first and everything, but I feel like with friends, you have this little found family kind of situation, and it's very comforting to have the right kind of people around, and I'm glad to say that I do. Having graduated high school pretty recently, I realized that I was in a place where you were constantly surrounded with friends. You were constantly surrounded with people you could hang out with, talk to, and, you know, even if you weren't with your best friend, you still had people who you could go to and just be like, hey, what's up? And have some decent, fun, small talk with. Coming from an all-girls school, yes, I knew that there would be cliques, but it was never that I was desolate. And then about 2 years ago, having to move almost across the world and move my life completely mid-pandemic, I realized that friends aren't actually that permanent. You're gonna lose some, you're gonna gain some, and then you lose some again, and then you'll gain some, and then lose them again. But somewhere along that hieroglyph of friends, you're always going to have a constant group that you can always count upon, go back to, who'll always be there for you. And you always be able to have fun with them no matter what. Yes, there are fights, but I'm glad to say there haven't been many in my life with my closest friends. Recently, when I came back home after being away in university for almost 2 years, I realized that the people I left home calling my friends were still my friends when I came back. And it was such a refreshing feeling. Once you're in university, it's such a new place and a new setting for everyone. You just clutch on to anybody who you can relate to and talk to. You try and make this place your new home. And I am not going to lie and say I haven't found some wonderful people at university at this new place I live in, but it's always a different feeling when you come back to your friends you've known for almost 6, 7, 8 years, and you can pick up where you left off all those years ago. It's a different feeling when they've been around for your 6th grade cringe phase and are still there for you when you're maturing and learning how to adult, and they're learning with you. Although with the pandemic coming and going and me entering my 20s, this wonderful age of self-discovery and learning and disappointments, I figured out that I'm not that much of a social person. Yes, I'm an extrovert when I meet people because I think when I'm out with someone or when I'm out with a group of people, it's nice to talk to everyone. It's nice to be there and, enjoying the moment. But as soon as I'm home alone, I'm not really missing it. Yes, I enjoyed it, but I'm not yearning to go back. I know how to enjoy my company as well. And I'm honestly glad I learned that because being alone teaches you so much that you wouldn't have learned if you were around people constantly all the time and gave absolutely no time to yourself. Coming back home and meeting family and friends that I haven't seen in such a long time was refreshing. It's a new feeling. It's a good feeling making new friends, of course. It's a good feeling to restart and reinvent yourself every time you talk to someone. But after a while, it gets tiring, just as the dating scene goes. How many what's your favorite color are you going to do with your friends before you find the right group of people to hang out with? I take my friendship seriously, and I like to spend time with people who help me grow, who help me learn, and genuinely make me feel better. Rereading A Little Life showed me that I was slightly right. I knew what I was doing, and that reinstated my confidence in my judgment making abilities. Rereading A Little Life also reminded me that I need to be a little more gentler with my friends and the people around me. I try my best to do this. I try my best to be as nice as I can. But as every other Gen Z around me, my conversations can get a little sarcasm fueled as well. And sometimes, maybe unintentionally, even though I might not realize it, I might be hurting my friends and they might not tell me because they want to be nice or they don't know themselves. And I think we could all, as Harry Styles says, try to treat people with a little bit of kindness. And what we learn from shows like Friends and How I Met Your Mother and books like A Little Life is that even though it may seem like we've got a life together and figured out in our 20s, we're all a little lost and we all need some help. In our 20s, our friends are who we usually rely upon. They're our found family. And sometimes we just have to take a moment, take a step back, breathe it all in, and tell the people in our life that we love them.
Look at what is this picture doing? Like an alcoholic. Reach out.